I'm Tammy Thompson with Channel 2 in West Kentucky Community and Technical College, and I'm here with Kristen Gregory, the Public Information Officer from the City of Paducah. And on behalf of the college and the city, welcome to the 2006 Holiday Parade.
This is an annual parade here in Paducah, and this year's theme is Family Memories, and we're going to have some good ones here tonight.
That's right. We have coming up our Grand Marshals and our City Commissioners and County Commissioners.
Grand Marshals pretty special this year. You got 12. They're all from area high schools here in the Paducah-McCracken County area. They've been selected by their principals for their involvement in their schools and in the community,
as well as their academic record for the year.
That's right. They're in a bevy of activities from newspaper to you name it. So it's good to have them with us this year.
Merry Christmas. We have Mayor Paxton and City Commissioner Buzz Smith.
That's right. Good to see them out. Of course.
County Judge Executive Danny Orzine.
And his wife, Rudell. Good to see them in the parade this year.
Merry Christmas. We have the Girl Scout Troop 1171. They're serving the community in many ways this year, from decorating the oncology unit for Christmas at Western Baptist Hospital, collecting items for Bags of Love, as well as sending holiday wishes to our soldiers in Iraq and sending blankets and coats, etc., to Indian reservations in Wisconsin.
That's a worthwhile cause. Good to see those young ladies up to some good things. Coming up right behind them, we are honored to have with us this year Mrs. USA, Miss Kayla Downs. She lives in Arizona, but she was born here in Paducah, so Paducah product here. Miss United States, Kayla Downs.
I think you could win that title.
You're too kind. But yeah, she is lovely. Great to have her. Here she's in town for the holidays and was gracious enough to join this parade.
We have coming up next, we have the Lone Oak Fire Department with over 30 members and over 50 years of service to the community. And they have their trademark Dalmatian on top, dressed for the festivities.
Yes, they do. He is Jingle Bell Rockin', looks like.
Merry Christmas! Coming up next, we have the First Baptist Church of Paducah, Kristen.
Yes, this is their first entry. The church, of course, is on Broadway, and they have a variety of activities for all ages.
They said that if they knew how much trouble it was to decorate a semi, they would have chosen a pickup truck. They want to wish everyone, as we do, a Merry Christmas.
And they also want to remind people that the season is all about Jesus.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
And next, Tammy, looks like we have 4-H, the world's largest youth organization.
They have teen and youth activities all over the country, the city, and private schools, and they take part in leadership, communication, and community service projects. Next, the First Baptist Church of Paducah. I think we already said that. Maybe we got mixed up in our lineup somewhere.
Well, I think the First Baptist Church of Paducah had a few different entries. They had the Awana, they had big church there. Now we're coming up on the 4-H.
Well, sometimes it's a little hard to keep up sometimes.
That's right. More 4-Hers here. Been around since 1902. It's showing a local 4-Hers here in McCracken County.
Merry Christmas! Of course, everyone recognizes the bear.
That's right.
This is Girl Scout Troop 1414. It's a junior troop. and this is their second year in the parade.
They look a little chilly there, Tammy, but
It is a little chilly, but not near as bad as years past.
that's right. We're not freezing to death.
Coming down the street, we have a group that's in just about every parade that we have.
A real fun group, the Paducah Quick Step Cloggers.
I think we could do that, Kristen. What do you think? Think we could do that?
I think we should. We'd stay warm.
They have dancing from ages 8 to 78. They go to nursing homes and assisted living facilities to help spread the Christmas cheer.
And they've got plenty of cheer there with those lights. We have Paducah's own fire department.
Merry Christmas! Coming up next, we have the Paducah Area Children's Chorus and Choral Ambassadors of Western Kentucky.
There you go, looking at sounds of the season coming up on us here. This group is all about high quality music education, and the singers are from the 2nd through the 12th grades.
They are led by Tony Whitfield and conducted by Nancy Kriegmer. If you're interested in being a part of this group, you can call 362-0436, and January 13th they're going to have auditions.
That's right, other children in the area can join them. Good, great opportunity.
The Lone Oak Lions Club is next. They have been around for over 50 years. They provide eye exams and glasses to people who can't afford those services.
Tammy, that's a worthwhile cause. Good to see them out tonight.
They also support Martha's Vineyard, the Dream Factory, and school groups. All right, Kristen, I hear something coming up here.
That's right. We have Paducah Main Street directly in front of us, of course, largely responsible for all of this beautifully lit up downtown. Here on Broadway Street, they're located.
Followed by the Polk County High School Band. We're going to listen to some of their music. About you, Kristen, but I was in a high school band and it was some of the best years of my life.
I was too. The fond memories, put you in the season spirit.
And the percussion was always we just loved being a part of the percussion. And
everyone wanted to be a percussionist. I played the clarinet. It wasn't quite as cool.
Well, I was flag captain. I got to be in the color guard.
There you go.
Merry Christmas. Of course, we have WPSD, News Channel 6.
And coming up behind them, Jackson House Apartments. This is a senior citizen float.
And their float is entitled Christmas Dinner.
Ready to head home for the holidays.
Actually, what we see now is the Jackson House. That's part of the one we just saw.
A couple of these people have a couple floats. Well represented here. Coming up now, we're looking at the New Harvest Church.
They meet they have them at Blaze Ministries, which is a youth ministry, and they meet every Monday night at 6 p.m. at the church, and everyone is welcome. The Girl Scout of Kentuckiana Group 1258. They're from Simpsonia, Kentucky, and they consist of Daisy and Brownie Scouts. Look at the little dog.
Look at that little dog there. All dressed up in the holiday garb.
With his coat on.
He's smart, huh?
That's right.
Just behind them, we're looking at the Salvation Army, of course, making joy possible this holiday season, and they do that every season.
They do it actually all year long, but particularly at the Christmas season. They're singing. Let's hear what they're going to sing. Jingle bells.
Maybe Carolyn keeps you warm.
Kristen, This is something that I think you need to try.
I'm tall, but I'm not quite that tall. Wouldn't it be fun, though?
It looks, he's very talented. I think we need to get Dan, our camera guy, to put down the camera and just try that for a little bit.
Yeah, there's balance for you.
Merry Christmas! Wow.
Wow, indeed. Skill. He's even going back.
Again, we got a little bit mixed up in our lineup. This is the Salvation Army. But they are worth mentioning again with all of the services that they provide to the community year-round, but again, particularly at Christmas time.
Definitely, and of course those services are for the community and by the community, so.
That's part of WKYQ, and I do recognize that Marine that just passed by. I know he's with Toys for Tots, and he does that every year, trying to get toys for children who are less fortunate and need help to have a Christmas actually. Coming up next is the Paducah Power System.
Everyone knows the Paducah Power System around this time of the year because they have the Christmas in the Park here in Noble Park with lighting displays. Nightly donations of canned goods and cash go to area food pantries.
And all year long, they serve over 22,000 customers in McCracken County.
And coming up next, we have the Fuzzy Red Hatters. This is a group that's been around for 2 years. Queen this year is Miss Mary Naney. They're all decked out and they're red and purple.
They sure are. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, ladies.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
I don't know if Dan can get this on the camera, if you see him floating around, but there are bubbles all over the streets right now.
That's coming from those mad red hatters back there. Not mad hatters, but they are the red hatters. Full regalia.
Merry Christmas from Center Stage Dance Studio.
Merry Christmas. This is Center Stage Dance Studio, Kristen.
And as you can see, they take the center stage. They pride themselves on having something for everyone.
The Center Stage offers classes, particularly for boys and girls ages 2 and up. And this is home of the National Grand Champions. Next, we have the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Kristen.
The Veterans of Foreign Wars are here to help families of veterans and families of active duty personnel while loved ones are away serving.
I appreciate this organization and other organizations like it, Kristen, particularly now that we want to think about our servicemen and women overseas right now.
That's right. We're talking about family. Of course, that's family both far and near, so it's good that they appreciate that.
We have Brownie Troop 195, and they want to wish everyone a memorable holiday.
Look at those top hats.
Merry Christmas!
And right behind them, we have Girl Scout Troop 1792. They're from Lone Oak.
A Brownie Troop. I bet they're chilly back there riding. If we think we're cold, I think the ones that are driving along are probably colder than we are.
They're troopers.
We have Rudolph on the back of this one.
With an electric light-up nose.
Here we have a group from Taco John's and Popeyes, and the team members and managers sponsoring Bows Bears for Kids.
And coming straight ahead, we do have Tammy Halverson, Mrs. Kentucky USA, and Rosemary Halverson, Little Miss Labor Day. They're riding in the car here with Popeyes.
Merry Christmas! I believe coming up next we have the First Christian Church, Kristen, from 415 Audubon Drive.
They are Disciples of Christ Church and are very involved with the community with Parents Night Out, Handy Helpers, and other community outreach events.
He is really into the holiday spirit, isn't he, Kristen?
I would say so.
We have coming up next, we have the Kevel Busy Bees 4-H Club with their 'Twas the Night Before Christmas float.
This club was formed over 40 years ago and won the Area Variety Show this year along with a bunch of other exhibits.
And one member, actually Shelby Joe Wint, won Grand Champion of Photography. Merry Christmas.
And coming up just ahead here, we have the Easter Seals of West Kentucky. Easter Seals has been serving children and adults with disabilities since 1954.
They serve over 19 counties in western Kentucky, plus an area in southern Illinois and southeastern Missouri. A very worthwhile organization.
Now, wishing you happy holidays, we have Night Moves Dance Club.
Another favorite of holiday parades. They are the first country western line dance club and been in existence since 1991. Coming up next, we have the Heartland Worship Centers with their Truth Seekers Sunday School class.
This float design is the first family of Christmas with the nativity scene as their main theme.
I love the costumes, Kristen.
Yes, it's very real. Just like the first family. And coming up next, we have Jackson Purchase Energy Corporation.
Coming up next, we have the Paducah Tillman Band of Blue.
They are led by Mr. Patrick Sadler, and Tammy, this is an award-winning band. Got a couple of the people in the band that go to my church, and they're always winning events and doing great things here in Western Kentucky.
Well, again, we have the percussion section. Merry Christmas. The percussion playing their cadence that they're marching to.
And coming up next here, we have Office Depot. It
Who's
looks
this
like
coming
they've
up,
got
Kristen? I'm
Elvis
sorry.
with them.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was just excited because I saw Elvis here with Office Depot.
Coming up next, we have some costumes. We have a Christmas tree, an elf, and a woman dressed in a beautiful costume.
These are masquerade costumes, and we often see these every year. They are with masquerade costumes. Company started about a year and a half ago.
And they have costumes for all ages, both, like you said, rental and retail. We have Rudolph.
And our very own Angel.
And the gingerbread man. Go see if you can catch him, Kristen.
If I can.
Christian, we have great clips for hair, and their employees built their float. They're also handing out bags of candy because you can tell us they're not throwing candy this year.
That's right. They're not throwing candy because of the hazards that you can get into with throwing candy and kids running out into the street. However, they will also be passing out hair products, something we all need and appreciate, I think.
That's right. And they're doing the Charlie Brown theme. Up next, we have the Hendron Fire Department, and their Dalmatian is in the front with her little outfit on. We want to thank all of the fire departments for being in the parade. We want to thank all of them for all the services they provide to us, keeping our community and our loved ones safe.
That's right. And thankfully enough, tonight they're not out for emergencies, Tammy. They're just out to wish us happy holidays.
I agree, Kristen.
And coming up, we have the Oscar Cross Cheer Tees. These
Go
are
ahead.
cheerleaders, and they've been a squad for 1 year.
They cheer for the Oscar Cross After School Basketball League and the Tornado Football League.
Their captains are Aaliyah Southward, Jalea Winston, Rontia Garnett, and Deanna Cornelius.
And the sponsor for the team is Maria Long. Coming up next, Christian, we have the Cub Scout Pack 19. They are from Hendron Lone Oak Elementary.
And this year, their theme is Let's Sit Under the Stars by the Campfire. Sounds like a fitting theme for a Cub Scouts pack.
Especially during this cold weather, and I wish we had a campfire right now.
I wish we did too, Tammy. And coming up here, we have the Nia's Hero, and they are part of the Young Center for the Arts.
Along with the W.C. Young Community Center School for Performing Arts, and they're going to do a Christmas dance for us.
That's right. We got some dance troupe, and they are jamming in their Christmas colors. Merry Christmas.
We have Cub Scout Pack 20, Santa's Workshop.
And as you can see, it looks like they're going to become the gifts for Santa.
We'll put one under your tree, Kristen, have a bunch of young Cub Scouts for you. You'd be sending them all home, I bet.
Yes, I would. I thought I'd been nice and not naughty.
Merry Christmas! You can see little Rudolph. Several people have the little Rudolph's nose. I wonder if they're wearing them for the holidays or just because they're cold. We have Troop 214 from Breedland, Kentucky. Kristen?
This is a Girl Scout troop. And right behind them, we have Cornerstone Congregational, Holiness Church. This is a church that presents the Christmas spirit with the Nativity and carolers.
Next, we have the Reedland-Farley Fire Department. The district was established in 1956 to serve the Reedland and Farley communities with their fire protection services.
They work extensively with the community in fire prevention, emergency first responder medical assist, and auto extrication responses.
They respond to over 500 emergency calls a year, Kristen.
That's quite a few, especially for a volunteer force.
And here comes their Dalmatian dressed in in the fireman gear.
Everyone's got a mascot.
Merry Christmas. Okay, next we have
The Reedland Farley Fire District.
continued from the one before.
Gotta make sure everyone gets that candy. Coming up, though, now we have the McCracken County Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department and Sheriff-elect John Hayden would like to say Merry Christmas.
I like that car.
It's not a bad one, eh? They also have a truck coming here, and we'll see it coming this way.
We have our policemen out shaking hands and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas this year. Merry Christmas.
Got one taking a nap on the float back there. Making sure there are plenty of lollipops, looks like. We also have the Girl Scout Troop 3046 from Hendron Lono. And coming up here now with the high kick, we see Huang's Martial Arts.
The school logo is the family that kicks together, sticks together. Followed right behind them. And I don't know if we're going to get this right, Kristen, pronouncing this, but we're certainly going to try. Calais?
Calais, perhaps sports and signs. This is a family-based business that has operated in West Paducah for over 30 years.
The young family members are also riding. Next we have the U.S. Postal Service. We couldn't do without them all through the year, but particularly through the holiday season, as they help Santa deliver the Christmas presents.
Rain, sleet, or snow, isn't that what they say?
That's what they say for over 100 years. We now have Bellevue Baptist Youth Ministry, located at the corner of Old Mayfield and Bleach Road.
This is the 5th year for our youth group, for the youth group to participate in the holiday parade. Their mission is to share the love of Jesus.
We have the McCracken County Public Schools, Kristen.
And we have some of the employees from the McCracken County Public Schools that are showcasing student artwork on a school bus that has become a parade favorite. The bus displays student art and memories. All aboard.
Merry Christmas! I think they've got the best float just because I know they're warm in there.
They've got heat on the bus.
Next we have, Kristen, the McCracken County Combined High School Marching Band.
And they are led by Chris Forsyth.
I know that Dan can't see this, but you got your toe tapping back here.
I tell you, times like this, I miss the marching band. And right behind them, we have Heath Band of Pirates. They're right behind the band that just jammed by us, Tammy.
I think these might be their the things that they carry their instruments and everything in. They're going with them so they can load up their instruments right after they go around the corner here.
That's right. It looks like we have all the different schools in McCracken County that have joined together to come together to learn a Christmas song. I remember when I was in the band and we had to do that holiday parade.
Right.
It's kind of hard to get that extra song after your regular marching season. So it looks like they've come together and turned out great. That's the Lone Oak High School. I guess we need to get going with Brownie Troop 963. They're from Hendron Lone Oak Elementary. It's a Brownie troop of third graders.
All the ideas and decorations were planned by the girls for this float.
This is this group's last year as Brownies. They are going to graduate and become junior Girl Scouts.
Were you in the Girl Scouts?
I was.
How far did you go? I was just a Girl Scout. That's as far as I got.
went from Brownies, I think, to juniors.
Followed by the Liberty Tax Service. All dressed as Statue of Liberty.
But of course.
Of course. We have Cub Scout Troop 22.
In this pack, there are about 120 scouts. They consist of tigers, wolves, and bears. Oh my.
Oh my. They're from Reedland, Farley, McNabb, Cooper, Whiteside, Morgan, and other elementary schools. More of those Cub Scouts. There are a lot of them. They are so cute. Merry Christmas.
And coming up next, we have Gatewood for Governor. And just ahead, we have Free Gospel Church with Songs of the Past.
Music and old carols dress of that time. Now we have the Riverport YABA. Riverport Youth League and volunteers coach anywhere from 60 to 100 kids each year on several weekends of the year, all the way to state tournament promoting youth activities. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby. Next we have, was that McNabb? No, that is not. Next is the McNabb Elementary cheerleaders. Wow. They are flipping all the way through here.
Those cheerleaders are actually from Mayfield Elementary School. I tell you, I don't know if I could ever do that, even when I was that small and limber.
Me either. They have a mix of music from hip hop to the 60s, and the age ranges anywhere from 4 to 11.
And coming up next here, we have the St. Matthew Lutheran Church.
They're celebrating 150 years in the community, and they are sharing family memories and community services. It looks as though, look, I like the float. It looks as if it's a stained glass window.
And next we have Withers Broadcasting with Pepsi Mid-America. right here, looks like we have the McCracken County Fair Queen.
I want a crown.
Tiara wouldn't be bad, huh?
We're here with some of the kids. Where are you guys from? McNabb Elementary. I want you guys to look right in this camera, and I want you to wish everyone in the community Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You ready? We're glad you guys came down for the holiday parade. Hi, Mama. Channel 2. Channel 2. Watch us on Channel 2. Channel 2. You know what? At the end of this parade, I'm going to tell everybody how they can look and find the schedule, what it's going to play.
And coming up here, we have the Concord Fire Department. They have 3 stations to cover 39 square miles. Concord makes around 250 calls per year. They urge people to volunteer, so stop by your local county fire station today.
I think they're honking for us to get out of the way.
I think we'd better.
Next, we have coming up the Merriman House Domestic Crisis Center, Kristen.
They are an emergency shelter for victims of domestic violence and their children. It's located here in Paducah.
They're located here in Paducah as well as Murray and Mayfield. And in this past year, Kristen, they've served and assisted over 1,200 women and children with shelter, food, medicine, transportation, clothing, and other basic necessities in their time of need.
And just so I know what you're seeing here, the theme of this entry is designed to heighten the awareness of domestic violence issues in our communities and show support for victims, not just during the holiday season, but every day. Coming up here, it looks like we have a slideshow with the Burks Chapel AME Church.
Again, sharing their family memories, as is the theme of the holiday parade, and in a very creative way.
That's a neat idea for a float.
Merry Christmas.
They got the table set and decorated with fresh fruit.
Meadows Wrecker Services next. They've been in business for over 35 years here in Paducah.
They have a full service body shop for any size of vehicle, and all of their work has a written guarantee for as long as you own your own vehicle. Seasons like this, when it's cold, the last thing you want is for your car to be out.
Merry Christmas.
Coming up next, we have Just Us. Just Us is a nonprofit organization specializing in arts and entertainment.
And their theme is also to steering both adults and youth in a positive direction.
And they are doing it while they are jamming.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
What you want for Christmas?
Next we have Kristen, the Super Value Float, which was formerly Wonder Market. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but apparently they've been here almost 80 years.
That's right. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I believe these kids right here are dancing to the music that just went by. They're still dancing to it. Next, we have the Golf Complex, which is a member of the Paducah Chamber of Commerce and Paducah Hospitality Group.
It is a state-of-the-art indoor golf teaching facility with 2006 Teacher of the Year Kentucky selection Todd Trimble.
Okay, now we have the Golf Complex. Again, we got mixed up in our schedule just a little bit. And as we said, Paducah Area Chamber of Commerce and the Paducah Hospitality Group, and they're out here in their golf carts. The one that just passed is called a Bad Boy Buggy. Kristen, I think I want one of those, just to ride around in the neighborhood. Next we have some tractors coming up here with the Purchase Area Antique Tractor Club.
They're a club of 250 members with over 1,000 antique tractors, trucks, and engines dedicated to preserving antique tractor, trucks, and engines for the public to enjoy at parades such as this one, Tammy.
Merry Christmas.
And coming up here, we have Gaither Suites at West Park.
They have their wagon out here with their beautiful horses, and they're so pretty.
They are beautiful.
Coming up right behind them, Kristen, is the Four Rivers. We're going to get our page turned. The Four Rivers Canine Search, Rescue, and Rescue Team. They specialize in search and rescue teams utilizing their canine units, their mounted horsemen, and their dive personnel.
And they are recognized by the state of Kentucky.
They take a great deal of pride in training these animals for when the time arises that they are needed. And last but not least, Kristen, coming down the street is none other than Santa Claus.
And we look forward to seeing Santa Claus every year, I guess if we've been nice and not naughty.
Well, I'm hoping I'm going to get some good gifts this year. I tried really hard to be good.
No coal for you?
No cold for me. And of course, riding with Santa Claus is Miss Pat Earls.
Pat Earls has spent a good amount of time with the Paducah Park system.
Many years of service. Well, Chris, I think they're beeping for us to get out of the way. We'll take
So
a
we
step
better
over
do
here.
that.
That's right. We're going to round out the parade. The police are bringing up the end here. I want to tell everyone out there watching that if you're just seeing the parade, missed part of it, want to tape it or gather around the TV to watch your loved ones, you can find the scheduling in two ways. You can go to the entertainment section of the Paducah Sun, and in the lower right-hand corner, in a little box called the Access Channels, or you can visit www.westkentucky.edu and click on television and television schedules, and you can find when we'll be replaying this holiday parade. And Kristen, we also do things for the city of Paducah on Channel 11, and where could they visit your website in order to do that?
That's right. Visit the city's website. You can find more great news about Channel 2, Channel 11, that we work in cooperation with the community college at paducahky.gov. That'll get you everything that you need.
Well, Kristen, I want to thank you so much for being here this evening.
you, Tammy.
It's a little loud right now. We'd like to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.